It's time for the Dr. Cho Show, the show that helps you understand the latest and safest modern dental techniques for you and your family. You'll become an educated dental consumer and also learn about health trends outside of the dental industry. Here's your host, Dr. Dan Cho.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Dr. Cho Show, your number one resource for everything related to our oral health. My name is Dr. Dan, and I am a general dentist here in Portland, Oregon. I have been also practicing in private practice for about 9 years. Another really important topic to kind of jump forward to is really overall cost. Let's be real, let's be honest, let's be practical. This is, like I mentioned previously, one of the factors that will actually prevent somebody from getting this treatment is cost. Cost will depend upon many different factors. However, implants and costs, and I like to give kind of a really wide range, anywhere from about $3,000 in total to about $8,000 plus for a single implant. And these estimates kind of have a very, very wide range, and your experience may kind of vary. Some of the things that will kind of change the overall cost is going to be, whether or not you have any grafting. Do you have to have, are you being sedated in any shape or form? I should also point out, sedation does not mean local anesthetic. For all these ones, you will be numbed, you will have local anesthetic, but sedation is an option. Also, whether or not there's any extractions also need to come. Is it a general dentist who is placing the implant, or is it a specialist? There are kind of a lot of different things that come into it, and so insurance may or may not cover it. This is, of course, I am very biased against insurance companies. They can be very, very difficult to work with, and they can be very, very, very helpful, but they can really also pigeonhole somebody into receiving a particular treatment. So if I do kind of show any type of really big bias with it, that is why they have historically been rather difficult to work with, and so I will try to remain as biased. And so insurance will, if they are covered, will commonly cover it at anywhere from about 50 to 80 max. Is insurance plans will very often cover the prosthetic components, the abutment and the crown. They may or may not cover the surgical placements of implants. One thing to keep in mind as well, if let's say that average dental implant costs $5,000 and is covered at 50%, and it means that then, oh hey, insurance should cover about $2,500 of the cost, and your out of pocket should be $2,500. However, if that particular insurance plan only has $1,000 of total benefits, and on paper they should cover $2,500, they'll only cover about $1,000, which means that your total out of pocket is not 25,000, or sorry, 2,500. It's 4,000, and so it's kind of one of those things where there are multiple components. Dental insurance isn't technically insurance, but because of the yearly benefits that it has, and so it is kind of one thing to kind of really understand with insurance. An additional thing to keep in mind is that some insurance plans may have something called a missing tooth clause. Basically, what it states is that that particular insurance will not cover any tooth that has been missing prior to you getting on with that plan. So, if Mr. Jones had a tooth that was extracted 5 years ago, and then started with the current plan 2 years ago, and that plan has a missing tooth clause, that insurance company may not actually, even though it's covered, they may not actually pay anything towards replacing it for anything. And so that is another kind of complication that can be, that can occur with implants. Also, lastly, keep in mind that insurance companies, they also may have a waiting period that states some services, typically major, which is, crowns, implants, those sorts of things, will not be covered for a certain period of time. That time frame may be, may not exist, maybe 12 months, maybe 24 months, and so if you do end up getting a new dental insurance plan and they're like, hey, we've got a waiting period of 24 months, that means that you can't actually utilize anything for 24 months, but you're still paying them. So it's a little something to kind of really kind of dig into, and it's really, really, really critical that you understand your own insurance plan, so that there are no surprises. And if you have any questions about that, obviously, talk to your dental office. You can reach out to us as well. We'll see what we can do to be able to help you out. And so, that's kind of really in a not so short nutshell a lot of the really major components about implants. And so like I mentioned kind of more to the beginnings, if you do want any more information, you can reach out to us. And also, like I promised, if you wanted to find out and get a free implant consultation here in the Portland area, this is how you can do that. Reach out to us, info@lifebloomdental.com. That's info at LIFEBLOOM dental. Or you can give us a call, 503-646-4600. Again, that's 503-646-4600. You can also go onto our website, portlandsdentist.com. That's Portlands with an S, dentist.com. And just say, hey, I heard you about the podcast. I'd like to try to get a free implant consultation. Be sure that you do mention the podcast so that we can make sure that it is free for you. So if you do have any questions, if you want to hear a little bit more about this, obviously come out and reach to it. And I hope that this was helpful, and we'll find a lot of other topics to kind of really discuss in the future. So until next time, hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll chat soon. All right, have a good one.
Thank you for listening to the Dr. Cho Show. If you have any questions for Dr. Cho, you can reach him at www.portlandsdentist.com or by calling his office at 503-646-4600, or feel free to send him an email at info@lifebloomdental.com.